Oh, wow. Oh, snaps. Oh, the finisher. Okay. Oh, bullet. Hey guys, so King of Fighters has the new update with the new EX Fighters Volume 9. This is Leona and Luong. Pretty hype update. I think a lot of people are excited for this because Leona's a fan favorite, and this is the first time we've gotten Luong in here. And of course, a lot of people like her for various reasons. I think it's pretty obvious, but we're going to do some budget summons for them, see what we can get, and also we're going to go over some of the changes here. There have been some updates, some like minor quality of life things going on here. Like I think if you go to the exchange shop, you know, these little icons are here. I think that's new, if I recall. But other stuff like that, you know, like minor things. But there's also the crafting. This is stuff you're gonna be pretty familiar with. You're gonna go through like this missions and what have you to get these little kind of cosmetic things. You're gonna get this to be able to craft one of these. This is going to be good for either Leona or Luong here. Let's see. Here is the fighter growth support. So this is just another thing you're gonna be able to get the power some people up. If you're new, this will be pretty helpful for you. Make sure you don't accidentally click too much and use your rubies. I've done that before. I'm sure we've all done that. Oh, or maybe it's just me. I've done that. But hopefully you haven't. And here is the bingo here. Pretty straightforward. You're going to get these tokens here. You can do that, get these for, not tokens, tickets. You're going to get these for doing missions. You'll be able to do this here. If you ever have any questions, you can click this and it will kind of explain everything for you. And here you go. So, it kind of breaks everything down for you. Nice little neat package there. But you won't need it. It's pretty straightforward. You just do some missions to get these tickets and you roll for it, really. If you ever need to know where to get the tickets, you can go to event here. Here's one way. You do a free, even your summoning for a free character will get you some of the tickets here. So that's one way to do it. So we'll come over here, go to this, and give it a shot. So nice little ball animation there. Skip it so we can get to the summoning. Boop. 10. So just a little bit of that. You get some rewards, hopefully get some rubies, whatnot. At the very end, this is what you can get. Hopefully you get the rubies, but there's some other cool stuff in here, but the rubies is the main thing. It'd be nice if it wasn't, but you can't repeat it, I guess, but it'd be nice if it was a higher ruby count, because the max ruby count you get in this box is 100. But you can already get 100 these things. I feel like the end one should be bigger, you know, like 200 or 300, but that's okay. You can repeat it at least, so there's that. Also, there's an EX Codex event, always, for these new characters. So if you do happen to get them, make sure to pick these up. This is also where you get this, so you can use that in her crafting section over here. So we're going to go into this, go into the rush. So the first and the last ones of this are going to have rubies that you want to do every day. And farm on the last one. Here's the exchange shop with the set here, which they use a lot of Leona, reuse the Leona art, which is fine. All attack main stat, and then the soldier and agent fighters burn and shock damage, which they both do. Leona's going to do burn. Luong's going to do shock. 50% increased burn and shock damage for 100% for 20 seconds when a soldier and agent fighter lands a crit hit, which is going to be pretty easy to do, as you'll see here in a moment. Some cool things here. This is how you get some of the crafting things there as well. Hammers are nice, but the main things to go for is the set, as always. And here is the team you're going to want to take in there, including some of the set items, the set cards for, and we'll go over that in a second, but there you go. Okay, so the challenge mode I won't be able to show you, unfortunately, unless I get lucky and get one of the characters, but you can only get some rubies and stuff in there, maybe stuff for crafting. I'm not sure what's going to be at the top. Hopefully we can see here. Let's get into the characters. So both of them are attack types. We'll go with Leona first. Her Leader skill increases blue element fighters attack by 50% and crit rate by 15, so pretty good. Oh, I wanted to show you the relation. There was something really funny here. Soldier age, I know explosions with Rugal there. I thought that was funny. Also, dependable supporter, so that's cute for Ralph. But the I know explosions, that got a chuckle out of me. Good job, Netmarble. So I'm gonna go over her cores really quick. Oh, also I love that her hair changes from blue to red whenever she like waves her hand across. Do it, girl. Whoop! That's sick. Again, good job, Netmarble. Sorry, my allergies are driving me nuts today, so if you hear me sniffing, that's why. Okay, so she deals burn and bleed equal to 200% of attack on the target every 1 second for 7 seconds, and increases own attack by 10% when landing a crit hit, up to 100%. So, wow, that's insane. And decreases damage received by 80% if HP is 60% or less. I thought that was actually a really strong defensive core there. She also gains damage immunity for 5 seconds when HP is at 30 or less, so she's kind of hard to kill. 80% damage reduction at 60% health is actually pretty crazy. Second one here, immune to stun, freeze, petrify, and fear, gains burning spirit effect for 12 seconds every time a skill is used. So what that is 1 for every active skill, 2 for finisher skills. It stacks up to 15. So increases own attack speed by 1%, crit rate by 3%, and crit damage by 5%. See how it's telling you with the set, the card set, is going to be pretty easy to do those crits. And finisher skill by 10% for every burning spirit effect in possession. That's pretty nuts. Okay, here are her skills. Gonna have to put this out because there's a lot to it. Can be used while being attacked, which is nice. Deals burn damage 200% every 1 second for 12 seconds. Increases enemies' damage received by 50% for 12 seconds upon landing a bleeding on a bleeding enemy, which shouldn't be that difficult to do. PvP exclusive 100% chance to remove the target's hyper armor or crit hit shield upon landing a hit. That's nice. But the shield and then damage immunity separately she shouldn't take away, but hyper armor she would be, if I understand that correctly. Here's her next one here. Can be used while being attacked. Only while you're standing. Can't be juggled. Deals bleed damage equal to 200% of attack to the target every 1 second for 12 seconds upon landing a skill. Decreases enemies' defense by 60%, which is nice. Upon landing the skill on a burning enemy, so like the opposite of the other one. Stuns all enemies for 3 seconds. So shouldn't be too hard. Here is another one. Her third one. Can be used while being attacked. Gains hyper armor. She can just attack you no matter what. Basically, I'm just kidding, but she's got a lot. Gains hyper armor and increases enemies' damage received by 55% for 12 seconds upon landing a skill on a burning enemy. So obviously her finisher is pretty cool. I thought they did a pretty good job with that. Here's the other one here. And you can use a lot of her other old finishers too. So that's always nice. So overall, I think she's really good. It'd be nice to get her. Here's Luong, the new character. So that's exciting. She's got an interesting leader skill. So increases extreme fighters attack by 45%, which is pretty decent. You're losing like what, 15 typically, and then 15% less. But it increases male fighters crit damage by 55. She's not getting the benefit on that, unfortunately. But you switch to one of your big boys, and they're going to be able to do a lot of crit damage. So I found that interesting. Here's something also I found interesting in the relation. They have one for Hurong here, for Taekwondo practitioner. I thought that was kind of cool. Same with Kim. But I didn't expect them to retroactively put her there with Tekken 7 collab character. That's kind of neat. I don't know if they've done that before. They probably have. Just, I can't think of it off the top of my head. But that's kind of cool. Almost makes me feel like they wanted to put her in before Tekken 7 came out, but just didn't work out or something. But here are her cores. Increases crit damage by 100% for 12 seconds when landing an attack on a shocked enemy. Deals burn damage equal to 500% of attack upon landing an attack on a shocked enemy. It gains damage immunity for 6 seconds if HP is 30% or less. So she's not quite as tanky as Leona, but she can maybe dish out a little bit more damage with this shock if they're shocked. So we'll keep going. If an enemy has both Wild Sister and Shocking Sister effects applied, so then we'll go into that. Effects are removed and Cool Sister is applied for 20 seconds. Decrease attack by 90% and defense by 80%, and increases enemies' damage received by 100%. So that's nuts. So we'll go into that in a second. Cast a critical hit shield that absorbs damage for 7 seconds. If attacked when HP is 80% or less, the shield is removed when hit. It's the shield when hit with a critical hit 4 times. So she's just tanky in different ways, but I think the 80% at 60 is like kind of nuts. But with Leona, this is really great too. I love the shield's always really nice, like saving grace. So let's go into the abilities here. So here are her abilities. There's like ones that are charging, and we'll start with this one too. Can be used when attacked. That's always nice. Deals burn damage. Applies Wild Sister. So this is kind of what we're going to. When an enemy on the enemy for 5 seconds upon landing a skill on a shocked enemy, it increases enemies' burn damage received by 100%. That's pretty crazy. And decreases their defense by 60% and resets cooldown of sword combo when landing. I love that stuff. I love resetting combos. She seems like her skills are going to be really interesting. Here's the flash where you can charge it. A PvP exclusive allows changing direction, so it's gonna be like that kick where she like flings them down. I think this means that you'll be able to change what direction they're flung. I might be wrong on that, but I think that's what that means. If so, that's pretty cool. Applies hyper armor and disables enemies' active skills for 3 seconds. That's really cool. That has an 8-second cooldown, which is not too long of a cooldown. Here's the other one. Allows movement during use for the flash. 40% chance to reset cooldown for flash charging upon landing a skill. Increases the critical damage of all teammates, including self, by 15% for 10 seconds. So she's gonna be pretty good teammate there. You have like 2 other dude characters on your team, especially. The last one allows movement, resets flash cooldown when charging. Okay, increases the critical damage of all teammates. Okay. It's just like higher percentage, basically, the longer you charge it for the EX. Sword combos. This is the thing that can get the reset after a wheel. Can be used when attacked. That's nice. Allows movement during use. That's always cool. Kind of like Lady Choi. I think that's the first time they did that. Applies hyper armor. Let's see here. Make it bigger. Applies hyper armor. Deal shock damage, 350% for 0.2 seconds every 7 seconds. Apply Shock Sister, which is good. We need more ways to apply that. On a burning enemy, increases their shock damage. It's kind of the same. Resets cooldown for wheel. Wow, so you can like kind of go back and forth. That's awesome. I see. So you do wheel, boom, which can reset for sword combo. Then you do sword combo. And then wheel, sword combo. That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Every 10 seconds or so. Here are her finishers, which are pretty cool. I feel like the finisher here, the one that you would actually see in 15, the starting animation's different, right? I don't remember it doing like a hair flip. I remember she doing like a cool like lunging pose or whatever. Maybe they took it out because it shows her booty or whatever. If I remember right. It wasn't like a Luong main or anything, but I remember it being a little different at the beginning, but maybe Netball just couldn't make it happen for rating purposes or something. But I think the characters are both really good. I'll have to, on paper at least, seeing them in practice might be different, but I think most of the time the characters are pretty strong, but they seem fun, most importantly. So here is the set. It's interesting that the set is the pixel versions here, not on the Rush Dungeon. But anyways, pretty standard stuff. Extreme characters, attack or crit by that much, combat power. Stuff you've seen before. with the powered slots, 30% chance. I will go with the set bonus here. Increases burn damage by 100% and crit rate by 12% when attack type fighters lands a skill. Increase critical damage by 20% when an extreme fighter lands a crit hit. And increase attack by 30% for each skill landed on burned targets up to 12%. I think it's pretty good. I wouldn't break my back over it or anything. But obviously you're going to want to get their supers if you can, and the artwork for those supers is fantastic. One thing I thought was interesting is I feel like the art, am I crazy that the art for these two are a little different? Not bad by any means. Obviously they're great, but it just feels like a little, something's different. That's just my thought. So let's do some budget summons. I'm obviously going to go for the characters because it's more fun. So I'm going to do my super budget summon here. See who we can get, and maybe we can do the challenge mode if we're lucky. Got a 5-star, but it's not who we're looking for. Christmas Kasumi. Hopefully your guys' luck is everything that you hope for. Nothing. Skip all that. Go again. Got a few more in me. Characters seem pretty fun. Yes, nice. Both of them. Long, I like the movement. Oh my gosh, I got 2. Wow, that's nuts. Wow. Let's see who we get. Couple things step by step. Nice. Cool. I need a really strong green character. I'm kind of lacking on green and red, in my opinion. So it'd be cool, but I'm not going to go crazy on this. But this is nice and lucky. Nice. So I got one of each. That's very cool. We'll skip the rest. That's pretty lucky. So I mean, we have a choice. I could try to... I'm like really unlucky with cards. I'll probably just go for more of the characters and just hope I can have a way to get the cards later. Getting these cards... I mean, with Leona, at least I could use some of her other supers, but trying to get her cards specifically, I've just had such bad luck. I just don't see realistically it being plausible. So I'll just try to power up the characters more. I think is what I'm gonna do here. I don't know if it's the same with you guys, but for cards, I don't know, like even the collabs, I was having to go to pity to get their supers. Like I couldn't get their supers to save my life. It was insane. How much do I have left? At 400, we'll have like a discount one here. So we'll use 500 of our own. But hey, you know, 2 free characters. I can kind of see what's in the challenge mode after this. Not looking good. I've never just clicked. Excuse me. Get out of there. It's not a great one, although we did get the Christmas whip, which is always fun. I liked playing with them whenever they came out. So let's go check out the challenge mode. What's on there? So let's just go all the way to the top. Okay. So you can get these memories here. So you won't get the characters to be able to get one of these memories, which is nice. And the BS and the SS characters. Some pretty decent ones there. So that's the top. Let's see if there's anything else. Some hammers, some of the currency for the crafting, tickets, skip tickets, more crafting stuff. It's fun to hear all the different music going through. Oh, the secret agent team, that's cool. Okay, nothing else like... I don't even see any rubies, other than, of course, passing the stage rubies, but I don't see anything else like really exciting out here other than the memories. So hey, if you didn't get the characters, I wouldn't say it's anything to cry about as far as the challenge mode is concerned, in my opinion. But yeah, that's the characters. I think I got pretty lucky. Not gonna have her super, but there's just, I don't know, maybe I'm just jaded from the past trying to get the stupid supers. I just couldn't get it. But yeah, got 2 free characters. That's exciting, and I think they're pretty cool. I think they did a good job with them. We'll have to try out their kit in the Rush Dungeon. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I wish you luck in your summons. Please subscribe if you haven't. I think it's like 51% of people aren't subscribed, I guess. At the analytics, I don't look at that too much, but when I did. But I really appreciate it. It does help me out a lot trying to get to 10,000 subscribers, and that's one of my goals. So if you guys want to help me out with that, I really appreciate it. Please comment, what do you think of the characters and how did you do? How was your luck? And how was my luck? I thought it was pretty decent. But thank you guys for watching. God bless you, and you have a blessed day, y'all.